Hi, what's up? I'm gonna be reviewing a video by Jesse James West. I investigated Mexico's steroid epidemic, and after the video, I will explain to you why men today use steroids, the real reason behind it.
Apparently here in Mexico, you can buy steroids as easy as a Diet Coke. Oh. It's gonna be a good weekend. Taking steroids.
That's funny because there's microplastics inside which interfere with your hormones, and that would be also with your testosterone as a man. Cool, man.
Steroids has become a massive trend, which is why people turn to countries like Mexico.
You can pretty much walk into any pharmacy and they're readily available. They basically offer you them.
So I traveled to Mexico to investigate this epidemic, to find out the real story.
To be honest, my paranoia is getting to me right now.
And I'm gonna do something I never thought I'd.
There isn't actually really a steroid epidemic as such. On the surface, that's what it looks like. But there's a different epidemic, which is what I said I will talk about at the end.
Ever do.
I've never actually opened gear before. Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
My investigation started the moment I landed in Mexico.
Starting our investigation off here at Evolve Fitness Club, a popular bodybuilding gym here in Cancun, Mexico. That's Mexico in Spanish. We're heading into this gym to find out a few things. 1, what is the steroid culture here like in Mexico? 2, where do you get said PEDs?
I've been there in Cancun. A pretty nice place. Good weather.
And 3, find out why it's so easy to get them here.
And my interviews began before I even got in the gym.
It's new?
Yes.
Oh, it's a new gym?
Yes.
Okay. That has steroids?
The first thing I had to do was find someone that was not natural.
I think I see someone who is way too jacked to be natty. Let's go check him out. Not check him out like that. Are you on PEDs?
I'm or you?
I'm not. I'm natural, dude. No, you're natty. You're natty. You look like Lionel Messi.
Yeah, you really?
Yeah, dude. Are you natty or not?
No.
Just one look at the shoulders. You don't need an answer. I don't get it. Why do you need to ask people always if they are natural? It's incredibly easy to see it.
Not natural.
Not natural.
How long have you been taking them for?
Steroids, 18 years old.
18. You started taking them as a teenager? Are you natural or not?
No.
You're not natural? No. Sorry, I shouldn't be so excited. Natural or not?
No, natural.
Not natural. Natty or not?
No.
No. I am very shocked at how open and honest everyone is being. I'm going out to people expecting them to tell me that they're natural, and they're not.
So it seems like steroids are not such a bad thing to do here in Mexico.
Yeah, why would you lie about it also? Michael Hearn, he has a business. He became a millionaire by selling his stupid supplements. He's a scammer. Okay, understandable. He's a scammer. He wants to scam, and he cannot scam if he doesn't lie about using drugs. But most people, they don't even really do anything as far as selling goes. Why would they lie about it? Well, that actually has to do with the reason, probably, that I will be talking about at the end. Partly.
Mexico.
What is your thoughts on steroids?
Los amo. I love it.
You love that? You love steroids? I love them too! I'm kidding, I'm natural. Is it normal to take steroids here in the gym culture in Mexico?
Yes, it's very easy to buy.
So I'm from Canada originally.
Okay.
I have found it's much more popular here.
Do a lot
A lot of Canadians moved to Cancun.
of your friends or fellow gym bros take steroids here?
Most of them.
So you're saying the majority of people here take steroids?
See,
Give me a percent.
75%.
75% of people take steroids here?
Probably yes.
Wow, that's crazy. Will you tell me your steroid stack?
500, 200.
Oh, you were ready for it.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
My stack is pretty conservative. Each year round,
Okay.
a little bit of map drawn, a little bit of wind spell.
Do you mind if I ask what you take?
I'm using Enat, Primaplan, Mastron, Trim, and Propionet. Okay?
I don't even know what half that is.
Same here. Thankfully, I never looked into it. I wouldn't even want to understand it. I did hear Trenbolone, which is what you give cows to get huge, and nowadays humans take it. All kinds of drugs, really, with only one goal, to get big.
However,
However, I couldn't believe how easy it appeared to be to buy steroids in supplement shops and pharmacies. And it made me wonder how this might be affecting the youth of Mexico.
How old are you?
16 years old.
16. Yeah. Are steroids popular for the teenagers?
Yeah, very popular.
Really?
Yeah.
What is the youngest
Yeah, exactly. And there's a good reason why it's more and more popular among everybody, but especially teens today. It's very understandable what's going on. I will explain it to you.
person that you've seen buy steroids here in Mexico?
13 years.
13?
Yeah, it's crazy.
After learning that the steroid epidemic was affecting not only the adults, but also the youth of Mexico, I was even more motivated to further carry out my investigation. But in order to fully understand the story, we had to try to buy steroids for ourselves. And for my investigation, I chose 3 different locations with the hope that at least one of them would sell me steroids.
Ah, C-Bum.
Chris Bumstead.
Yes.
Yeah. Hola.
Hello, bro.
¿Cómo estás? Hola. While I entered each store, I secretly placed a hidden camera while I pretended to analyze the store's products. Oh, you got Muscle Tech? And then you have, what is this one? Legacy? So you guys have everything here? Do you have supplements to get big? And I'm pretty sure the employees never suspected a thing. The churro flavor, is that good? Yeah. Sick.
What is this? ¿Qué? ¿Qué es?
Es protein. Protein? Yeah. Looks like it's from Home Depot. I'll just cut to the...
By the way, in case you don't know, these protein powders are waste products because a lot of these companies, it's the same with supplements, by the way, they didn't know what to do with waste products, such as whey, for example. That's why whey protein, or the rest from the soybeans, which are not used. And then they thought we will make them into a powder. Of course, there's all kinds of harmful chemicals in there also, toxins, and sell it to the bodybuilders. We will just market it in a way with some guys on steroids, posters, commercials, and they will just buy it. That's it. You're literally buying powders made out of waste products. You're the waste consumers. You're a joke. People laugh at you. They fill their pockets with your misery because you destroy your health.
Chase, do you have any steroids? Aquí? No. Come on. No. I got cash. Just like some stronger stuff.
Because you need to open your eyes and look at what you're really looking at. All of these are waste products. That's why the things are so huge, the tubs or whatever you call them.
I don't think he knows what I'm talking about. Do you have anything that's really strong for building muscle? Fuerte muscle builder. So you have no steroids here.
Aquí no.
In the back? We can check in the back. In the back. Derecha. No. That's not it.
No.
No worries. I was just looking for the good stuff. All right. Thank you, though. Do you have steroids?
Yeah.
Oh, you do. Can I see them?
That's funny. Yep. No problem.
Oh, okay. Bro, he's getting steroids. What the heck? Oh. Yeah. Oh, wow. Esto. Mucho esto. That's a lot. Yeah. So at the first store, the guy didn't want to show me his steroids. But at the second and third store, the employee had no problem showing me the store's hidden supply. Oh, all of them. Oh my gosh. How much does this go for?
800 pesos.
800? Can I buy all of them? Can I? Which one's the cheapest? Comprar todos?
Sí.
I'm trying to get huge, bro.
Veo tus videos.
You watch my videos? Oh, that changes a lot. Bro, I was this...
I thought because one of them said, hey bro, who would say bro to somebody? Yeah, it's possible, but if they say bro, they probably know you. That was kind of obvious.
This close, because I can't buy steroids in front of a subscriber. And speaking of subscribers, you should subscribe too. Road to 10 mil. Natty for life, baby. Clem blue ball. And this is Es Legal? Okay, how much? Only $30? $30? Okay. That was easy. So it was that easy to walk into a supplement shop and just go pick up any sort of PED. Now this is legal. It is legal. He told me it's legal. I looked it up. It's legal to own this. The only weird thing is, this is called Clem with an M. And in the US, they call it Clen because it's Clen. I will be throwing this out. So can you explain the chain of how steroids...
Why did he even buy it then in the first place? That's strange. You could just look at it. Whatever.
Get into Mexico and they get into people's hands.
The steroids, the raw powder is coming from China.
Okay.
Arriving to Mexico.
Yep.
From Mexico, there is the underground labs, which it's in all the Mexico. They are spread in all Mexico City, in Guadalajara.
A lot of drugs come from China today. A lot.
Guadalajara, Aguascalientes, Morelia, Monterrey, and this is some of the underground labs.
So these are like the steroid hubs.
Exactly.
And then when does it go to like a pharmacy?
From the underground lab to the pharmacy.
Which is exactly where our investigation is taking us next. If you were to like go buy it, would you buy it there and think like twice about it?
If I was at home, yes. Here I'd question it. And I won't lie, like I previously have had them like 10 years ago, and then now.
Wait, is he saying that he had steroids 10 years ago? Because he's juiced up like hell. He's on so much stuff right now. Or did I misunderstand something?
Now that I've seen it in pharmacies, I've actually thought maybe it's not such a bad idea.
No! Just seeing that, don't relapse! Don't relapse!
Just seeing that.
Dude, look at... What are you talking about, man? You're on so much gear. It looks like you have tumors instead of shoulders. Is he joking, man? He's like, what is this? Look at the veins popping out.
In the window makes you think.
That is insane. He said that he was tempted to go back onto steroids because he keeps walking past all...
Oh, really? Back on the steroids? How do you not see that he's on... Oh my god. Is he delusional or what is this?
I got the pregnancy test. I don't have the HCG, which is what you can test to see if it is fake gear or not. But good thing we have a pharmacy right here, about 5 feet from the last one.
But although this pharmacy was right next to the last one, the experience in there was much more hostile. I'm looking for HCG, HSG.
So you're recommending I get HGH, Lenbolic, and Dianabolic. So Dianabol.
Whoa, okay.
No.
Oh, she noticed the camera, man. This is crazy stuff.
No photo? Oh, you're good, you're good. Can I still buy it? Kanto? Oh, no, he deleted it. We're not filming right now.
Apparently, filming in the pharmacy was frowned upon. So despite the language barrier, I tried to convince her that we weren't filming anymore.
We're not using it.
But I guess I didn't convince her well enough because she started doing something that really spooked me.
Are you calling someone? Oh, no, tiene. No, you don't have to. It's okay. All right. No, thank you. Oh my God, bro. I'm just thinking, who the hell is she calling? Like, is it the boss man? Am I freaking out too much? I don't know. That was so weird, man. All right, I'm gonna go in and buy the HCG. Just literally stay over here, bro. It's okay, thank you. Package acquired. We have the legal substance, we have the pregnancy test, and we have a cup. No, I will not be peeing in it. In order to see if this stuff is real, we need to do a pregnancy test with the gear. If it comes back positive, it's real. I've never actually opened gear before. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Okay, step one, open pregnancy test. In here, one too many times, my boys.
Are the PEDs at the pharmacy trustworthy? Your smile, I don't like that smile right there.
Wait, why is this? Wait, hold up. No, one's liquid, one's powder. They can mix it. This is proof of me not taking steroids. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh. How do people do this? What is the worst thing you've seen happen because of not taking steroids here?
I saw 4 or 5 cases that they were almost dying.
The gear is inside of this cup. We're gonna dip it in, okay? Oh, it started. It's officially started. Now we wait and see if this comes back positive. The voids from Mexico are real. Okay, I think it says something. Embarazada?
Yeah, it's pregnant.
Worked. It's real. This is real, authentic HCG. Honestly, I'm glad it's real because if it was fake, I'd be really concerned what it is. But judging from this test, they're selling real stuff. Now, is it guaranteed that you're gonna get something real? Absolutely not. That's why it's really important to be careful, no matter where you are in the world. To be very careful about taking PEDs because this stuff is very dangerous. I would consider ourselves lucky that this is pregnant.
I may have bought PEDs legally, but I most certainly will never take them. Stay natural, and of course, stay relentless.
It's interesting that they bought HCG at the end. That is actually exactly what I wanted to talk about, seeing as it's also created to make the human being grow. And that's why bodybuilders use that. They use all kinds of drugs, all of which make them grow. And this is the point that I wanted to talk about. What is the actual epidemic? Is it the steroids? Is it that humans simply get addicted to the steroids and that's why it's so widespread everywhere? It's not the epidemic whatsoever. If there is an epidemic, then it's malnutrition. And this is what you need to understand. When you look at when gyms started without any drugs, and then when all the drugs started, especially after the year 2000, you will see that it coincides exactly with malnutrition. And what malnutrition does to a human is it makes you smaller. If you look at just the hands, for example, of your grandpa, your father even, you will right away see that his bones are simply bigger. Not the muscles along with the bones, obviously, but it's more so just them being bigger, the older generations, why does this happen? It's only because of malnutrition. Yeah, there's microplastics everywhere and all kinds of garbage, but overall, it's simply because you did not develop as well as your parents, grandparents. Because when we look at simple photos and videos from back in the day, it doesn't even have to be your own relatives, you will just see that men's skulls and bones are bigger. That doesn't necessarily mean taller. If you're shorter, it may also push you a little bit to use some kind of drugs because you just want to be bigger. But it's not even that. That's not going to be the main driver. The main driver is you, for example, shaking somebody's hands as a teenager, and your hands simply feel smaller. Because sure, there's some guys out there who are still well nourished nowadays, but 60 years ago, people grew up on raw milk, now pasteurized milk. You're getting almost nothing out of that. And very overcooked meat instead of raw meat, or rarely cooked meat, all kinds of vegetables, seeds, all of which humans never used to consume before. Only in the times of famines, it really was incredibly rare. That's why you will hardly find any photos or videos of people like we have today. And that's why, as I said, it's very understandable why teenagers are so affected, because teenagers today grow up on the worst food possible, and they really feel like they're just too small. They look at the hands, even the wrists. People are obsessed with wrists, and they just look too small. They don't look the way they are supposed to, and that's why they think, I need to be bigger. Because what you need to think about is, why do you do what you do in general? Not only when it comes to this topic, but in general. I do something because that's what I want. And why do I do steroids, all kinds of drugs, growth hormones? Because I want to grow. Not age, which you will, because of that. That's one side effect. You will die much quicker. But you simply want to be bigger. How will you become bigger? Naturally, only through nutrition, by eating lots of liver, raw meat, drinking blood, eggs, raw milk also would be better than any of these drugs, obviously. But of course, you consume seeds, vegetables for the most part, and then some pasteurized dairy and overcooked meat. You're getting almost nothing compared to what humans got out of food just 70, 80 years ago. And when you look at 100 plus years ago, the 19th century, you cannot even compare it. People actually used to properly develop and grow. They didn't suffer because of malnutrition. Now people really severely suffer because of malnutrition. And as I said, if you look at the charts, malnutrition really went up, and the gyms and steroids also at the same time. Or you could say nutrition went down and steroids went up. That's it. Because in reality, if you're not in denial and you think about why you do it, why do you go to the gym in the first place, even without any drugs? But if you take drugs on top of that, what do you want? You want to be bigger. Meaning that you want a better developed body, which are mostly your bones, not your genetics. The genetics have a little bit to do with that, but it's almost only malnutrition. The shape and everything exactly, that's your genetics partly, but how wide your face will be, your shoulders, everything, your whole body, how big your bones will be, that's only nutrition. That's not genetics whatsoever. When you look at a well-developed body, you're always looking at nutrition, and the genetics are less than 5%. It's always how well-nourished were you, and the less nourished you are, the smaller you will be. That's it, and this is something you can very easily change for the future generations. This is why people take steroids. They feel too small. That's the only actual reason behind it. That's why I said, really think about what you do and why you do it in your life. It will make your life a lot easier. If you already went through puberty, if you're in your 20s now, especially in your 30s, you can change a little bit still because of the hormones that you will be producing if you eat raw meat, but not a lot. The way you look like, that's the way you will stay for the rest of your life. This is something that you have to deal with. If you're gonna take drugs, you're gonna die very prematurely because you cannot mess around with artificial hormones, synthetic chemicals. They will obviously never be healthy. Even people who take them probably understand that, but they will actually really kill you prematurely. It really is harmful drugs like any other drugs. I don't think that people really understand this topic, because even though they understand that they want bigger muscles, they don't really understand that it's because they have small bones, underdeveloped bones. They don't think about that really at all. They just look at their shoulders. They think, I want bigger shoulders. They don't really understand that the bones are the problem, or they do hand exercises and they train these muscles here in the hands, but they really just look at the hands and think, the bones are not big enough. That's really what I want. There's no real thoughts about development, nutrition, malformations. People don't think about this anymore. If they do, then they come from a stupid black pill community and they will say, oh, genetics. No understanding of genetics, DNA. They have no idea about it. They just say, oh, you look bad? Genetics. They have no idea what they are talking about. You eat organs as a child, teenager, you will be pretty big. You will have high testosterone. As a teenager, your vocal cords will develop, become bigger, longer. Your voice will be deeper, your skull, everything, your bones. You will just right away know. No matter how you look like, if you have children and this is the food that you feed them, you will just see that your children will be much bigger, and they will never think about using any kind of drugs because they will not feel insecure about the way they look like. Because why do you use drugs in the first place, steroids? Because you're insecure about your bones in the first place. Thanks for watching.